range anxiety. When I first got my Tesla, or actually even before I got my Tesla, I was like, how far can I go on this thing? What's reality versus the rated EPA range? Blah, 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 blah. I saw long distance testing. I watched all kinds of videos. Um, and I'll give you what I've experienced. What I found is that you get about 75% of the rated range on an electric vehicle because you're never going to hit the perfect EPA range. I mean, you're never going to get that 320-ish mile range in your Model Y. I'm seeing about 240, 250 mile real world. I mean, I never charge this thing up to 100% unless I'm going to go for a long distance drive, which is very infrequent. Normally I'm charging to 80 or 90%. I'll charge it once, maybe twice a week. Yeah, people say, yeah, you're supposed to leave it plugged in, and Tesla says leave it plugged in, but I I don't do that because the way we park on the driveway, it's not plugged in all the time because we have a single straight driveway that we work with. But I do watch it just like I would watch a fuel gauge on my BMW. I watch it in that sense. I pay attention to how far I'm going to be driving, how long I'm going to be gone, where I'm going to go for the day, which I don't get out very much. I mostly work from home, but I do go out and go golfing and go places and things like that. But most of my driving is metro area. So from a range anxiety for the Portland metro area where I live, I really don't really have to worry about it. I mean, I just go. I just get in the car and go. Um, but like a fuel vehicle, if I know I'm going to be going someplace, I'll charge it up the night before and do my normal thing just like I would go into the gas station and top it off. But the nice thing about home is it's inexpensive and it's extremely convenient. Washington State, I pay about 8.2 cents per kilowatt hour. So for those of you out there in California, we were paying a heck of a lot more. Washington State is a very inexpensive place for electricity. That's what makes it kind of attractive. But when I do road trips, we did go to Coeur d'Alene to visit my cousin, and I planned it all out. A Better Route Planner is a good app. A Better Route Planner, good app, good website. The thing I like about that is it actually takes weather into account, like headwinds. The Columbia River Gorge, where we live along, can get some pretty strong winds coming down. And when we were coming back from Coeur d'Alene, it was predicting some 30 and 40 mile an hour headwinds. So it accounted for that in the mileage. It was pretty dang close, a little more accurate than what the Tesla was predicting. So I liked that. I'm looking at doing a longer road trip this year. I mean, like for a couple of weeks kind of thing. And I'm beginning to do a little bit of planning on that. More to come. May take you along for that ride. But in general, range anxiety around town, I charge at the house 99.9% of the time, except if I were going on a road trip. I have occasionally stopped off at a supercharger in the area just to give me a little bit more. But I think in the it's almost 11 months I've had the car. Locally, I've stopped at a supercharger maybe twice for 15 minutes, maybe. But I charge at home. So I'm not really concerned about range anxiety. It's got great range. I just charge it at home. I go and don't really worry about it. So for those of you concerned about range anxiety, don't be if your primary driving is going to be around your city and you can charge at home. I've got a 14-50 plug-in, so I've got a 50 amp charge. I get 32 miles per hour in charging. So don't really worry about it. If you're going to go on a road trip, you can use the built-in Tesla planning on your screen, or just say where you go and it'll tell you where to go charge to. But a better route planner or the PlugShare app will help you plan out your distances. A better route planner is nicer because you can actually put in some of the details about how high of a charge you want to have or low of a charge you want to get have when you arrive. Like when I arrive at the charging station, I don't want anything less than 10% to give me a little room. When I arrive at my destination, I want to be at least 15% so I can get to a charger and still have a little, hit the store kind of thing when I get to my destination for long road trips I'm talking about. And it'll account for weight, it'll account for weather, other types of things that you can plug into it. So it's pretty slick, and I really recommend it. Other than that, that's it. So I've gotten over it, really, other than longer trips. So you do a little bit more planning because you're gonna hit your spots. But when Electrify America becomes available with a CCS adapter, that's really going to change the game because you got more